What's up, gorgeous people? It's Maddie, and today we are going to be doing a balance flow, which means I will be introducing some inversions. We're going to be doing headstand, shoulder stand. We'll be working into airplane pose, which isn't an inversion. I wanted to remind you as you progress through this practice, if you find a pose that's challenging or you're not ready for, don't push yourself too hard. Do your best, and if you don't get it today, come back and do this video again. Before we get started, please make sure to like and subscribe to my channel, click that notification bell, and follow me on social media at MadiLikesToMove. And if you'd like to add music, there is a Spotify playlist below. We'll see you on your mat. Beginning in standing, place your thumbs either to your forehead or your heart and just take a moment to set an intention or make a dedication for your practice. This can be as simple as a word. And bringing your hands by your side as you inhale, circle your arms up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, swan dive forward, leading with the collarbone. Let your head drop, and then as you breathe in, extend your spine, lift your chin. Exhale, step your right foot back, lower your knee, and circle your arms up. And then bringing both fingertips down, step your left knee to meet your right, lower chest and chin down, let the collarbone move forward. Slide down onto your belly, press into the tops of your feet, and press into your hands, peeling up, Bhujangasana, Cobra Pose. Bend your knees, tuck your toes, lift your hips, and press back into downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts high in the sky, and as you exhale, step it through. Circle your arms up towards the ceiling, and exhale, bring both hands down. Tuck your back toe under, step your right foot to meet your left, and take a forward fold. Breathing in, bend through the knees, reach the arms up towards the ceiling, and exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, circle your arms up towards the ceiling, drop the hips, and as you exhale, melt deeply. Breathing in, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, left foot steps back, left knee lowers down. Breathe in, circle your arms towards the ceiling, and as you exhale, plant your hands, step right knee to meet left, and lower chest and chin down onto the mat. Slide onto your belly, elbows stack above wrists, and pressing into your hands, lift up, Cobra Pose. And then bend the knees, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg high in the sky. And as you exhale, bring the right knee towards the chest, place it between the hands, and circle the arms up towards the ceiling. Place your hands to either side of your front foot, and step your back foot to the top of your mat, forward fold. Nice deep bend in the knees as you reach your arms up, chair pose. Exhale, press into your heels, come up through standing. Breathing in, drop the hips, lift the arms, Utkatasana, chair pose. And as you exhale, bring your hands to your hips. Press into your left foot as you extend your right leg back, moving into airplane pose. Take a deep bend in the left knee as you bring your right toes down and pivot your heel. Circle your arms up, warrior one, and sink low into the left leg. Pull your belly in, square your rib cage to the front of the room, and press into the outer line of your back foot. Bringing your hands to your hips, straighten your front leg. And stepping your right foot in just a little bit so your hips can square. Extend your spine on the inhale, and as you exhale, come down halfway. Fingertips come to either side of the foot. Let the forehead melt, and each time you inhale, extend the spine. Exhale, melt deeply. Lift your back heel up. Find your way into a lunge, and keeping your right hand on the ground, reach your left arm up towards the ceiling, coming into a twisted lunge. Gaze towards the left thumb, and then placing the hands down. Step the right foot behind the left so that the ankles are in line, and pressing into the heels, squeeze your legs together, extend your spine. You can stay here or walk your hands towards the left side, deepening the stretch through your right hip. Find your breath. Option always to take blocks underneath your hands if they don't quite reach the floor yet. Walk your hands back to center, bring your feet side by side. Drop the hips, lift the arms, Utkatasana, chair pose. Press into your right foot as you bring your hands to your hips, and then bending through the left knee, extend the left leg back to airplane pose. Find a drishti, a gaze point out in front of you, something that doesn't move. And then bending through the right knee, pivot your left heel down and reach your arms up, coming up to warrior one. Sink into the front leg, gaze forward or up between the hands. Try to ground down through the outer line of the back foot and your inner front big toe. Bring your hands to your hips, step your back foot in a foot or so, and then coming down into pyramid pose. You can bring your fingertips to the ground or place them on blocks, and just feeling a nice opening in the back of your right hamstring. Find your breath. Pivot the left heel up, step it back a little bit, setting up for a lunge pose, and then keeping your left fingertips on the ground, reach your right arm up towards the ceiling, coming into a twisted lunge. Gaze towards your right thumb. Bringing both hands down, step the left foot behind the right so ankles cross. You can stay here if you're feeling a lot of sensation, or if you'd like to move deeper, walk your fingertips towards the right corner of your mat. Try to keep your spine straight and bring the weight a little bit into the left hip just to get into that sort of juicy area. Walking your hands back to center, bring your feet side by side, breathe in, drop the hips, lift the arms, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, hands through heart center, Samastitihi. Bring your hands to your hips, bring your left knee in towards your heart, and then bringing your left hand to the outside of the left knee, move it out towards the side. Look over your back shoulder, and then just like you're a ninja, kick your left leg back. Let the toe touch down, pivot the heel, and open up warrior two. In warrior two, press into your front big toe and let your knee move out towards the right side. Bring your fingertips forward, turn your right palm up, and reach your back hand to your back leg for exalted warrior. Breathing in, coming up, and bringing your right elbow to your right knee. Reach your left arm towards the front of your mat. Inhaling, coming all the way up through warrior two. Straighten your front leg. Tilt your back hip back. Bring your right fingertips forward. Bring the hand to the ankle, the outside of the foot, or a block. Reach your left arm to the ceiling or leave it on your hip. Bringing the left hand to meet the right, plus hands to either side of the foot. Step the right foot back to plank pose, and then bend through the elbows, lower chaturanga, low push-up. Flip onto the top of the feet, upward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg comes high in the sky, and as you exhale, bring your right knee in towards your heart. Place the foot between the hands. And then pivoting your left heel down, circle your arms up, warrior one. Bringing your hands to interlace behind your back, lift your chest, belly engages, and as you exhale, melt down to the inside of the leg. Let the neck relax, activate the biceps a little bit, and feel this deep opening in your chest. And if you can interlace your fingers, just grab opposite wrist with the palm. Bringing the right hand down to the inside of the right foot or a block, keep the left hand extended up towards the ceiling, and then squeezing your bottom arm into your bottom leg. Just create a little bit of engagement here. Circle your left hand forward and down, and then tuck your back toe under, step up halfway through pyramid pose. Inhaling, extending, exhale, melting. One more time like this. And then walking your left hand a little bit forward, we'll bring our right hand to our right hip and twist into Parsvrita Trikonasana, twisted triangle. You can stay here. This is a lot of juiciness, or if you want, extending your right fingertips up. Now, sometimes this pose is just not possible, and if that's you, no worries. Bringing both hands down, step the left foot behind the right and just melt on down into a forward fold. And then bending into the left knee, walk your fingertips towards the left side and really pull that right hip out, getting into that juicy outer right hip and just feeling that nice opening. Walking your hands back to center, bend your knees, sit back into a yogic squat, option to sit on a block if you need. Pressing your knees into your forearms into your knees, and then circling your arms up all the way to standing. Exhale, hands move through heart center, Samastitihi. As you breathe in, bring your hands to your hips and bring your right hand to the outside of your right hip. Look over your back shoulder and then ninja kick your right foot back. Let the toe touch down, pivot the heel. Open your arms up, warrior two, looking over your front middle finger. Press into the front big toe, let the knee move towards the pinky toe, and bringing the left fingertips forward, palm turns up, and reaching your back hand to your back leg, exalted warrior. Inhaling, left elbow to left knee, and then reaching your right arm towards the front of your mat, extended side angle. Gaze up towards the ceiling, circle your arms up and straighten your front leg, bringing your hand to the outside of the ankle, the foot, or a block. Reach your right arm up, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Circle your right hand back and down, tuck your back toe under and step your left foot to meet your right, setting up for Chaturanga. Low push-up, flip onto the top of the feet, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Lift the left leg up, and as you exhale, bring the left knee in towards the heart. Place the foot between the hands, pivot the back heel down, and circle your arms up, warrior one. Interlace your fingers behind your back, lift your chest, and then as you exhale, bow down to the inside of the foot. Let your head relax and let your knuckles move towards the front corner of your mat. Just feeling that nice stretch through the chest. Bring your left hand down to the inside of your left foot and reach the right arm up towards the ceiling, gaze towards the thumb. Press your arm into your leg into your front arm. Circling your right hand back and down. We'll tuck the back toe under and step in about halfway. So you inhale, extend your spine, and as you exhale, melt forward. Moving into twisted triangle, we're going to bring our right fingertips a little bit forward. And then bringing your left hand to your left hip. You can stay here, or if you'd like, reaching your left arm towards the ceiling. Now, I make this look easy, but it is a lot of sensation, so just go to the place where you feel it and be happy with that. It's not what the pose looks like, it's what it feels like. Bringing the left hand down, step the right foot to the top of your mat. And then moving into that nice deep forward fold. Take a bend in your right knee, walk your hands just past the front right corner of your mat. And breathe into that left hip, shifting the left hip towards the left side. Oh yeah. Walk your hands back to center and melt deeply, forward fold. You can grab your elbows with your palms and just neutralize your hips. Bend your knees as much as feels comfortable in your lower back. Inhaling, lifting up halfway, and then turning your toes out. Drop your hips, coming into a yogic squat. Press your knees into your forearms into your knees. In the most graceful way that you can, lower your hips onto the mat. Grab the back of your thighs, setting up for boat pose. Now you can stay here, or if you'd like a little more sweetness, extend your arms, extend your legs. Deep breath in. And then rolling onto your back, interlace your fingers behind your neck, and then moving into bicycle abdominal. Bend your left knee and bring your right elbow to your left knee, and then bend your right knee, bring your left elbow to your right knee, switching left elbow to right knee, right elbow to left knee, left elbow to right knee, right elbow to left knee. One more time. And then lowering down, feet come close to the bum. Bring your arms alongside your body, setting up for bridge pose. As you breathe in, press into your heels, lift your hips up and interlace your fingers underneath your back. Shoulder blades pull together. And then keeping engagement, press into the center of your heel and your big toe mound. Try to keep your inner thighs engaged. And I like to activate my glutes in this pose. Lowering down onto your back and just taking a deep breath in. Full breath out. Press into your heels, lift your hips, and then bringing your palms to your sacrum, let your fingertips wrap around your hips, coming into supported bridge pose. If this is too much, stay with the previous variation. If you'd like more sweetness, bend your right knee and extend your right leg up towards the ceiling. Bending your right knee back in and placing the foot down and switching sides. Bend your left leg, extend your left foot towards the ceiling. Bringing both feet down, let your hands come alongside your body and lower down onto your spine. Now you can stay here, take any of the previous variations, or if you'd like to move to wheel, bring your palms beside your ears, fingertips point towards your shoulders. As you inhale, lift your hips, and as you exhale, press into your hands, extending both your arms and your legs up. Making an upward facing bow shape with your body. Let your head relax and your neck relax. When you're ready, tuck your chin in and lower down onto your spine. Bring your feet together, your knees nice and wide for Supta Baddha Konasana, and just placing your hands on your lower belly. Take a few moments to find your breath. Remembering if you need to swish your knees from side to side or take any other movements that feel good, do it. It's your practice and your body. Bringing your hands to the outsides of your legs, tuck your chin in, and start to rock up and down the length of your spine like a little ball. Giving yourself a gentle spinal massage. Once you find your way to seated, we're going to shift over, setting up for headstand. If it's not in your practice, take the first variation of dolphin plank. So interlacing your fingers, bring your elbows about shoulder distance apart, and then extend your legs back. If you're working towards headstand, you can walk your feet in more towards a downward facing dog stance with your legs and just concentrate on pressing your forearms down and activating your shoulder girdle. You can stay here and train your way into headstand. Now, if you want to move into full headstand, you're going to nestle your skull right between your wrists and walk your feet in as close as you can to your body. Bend your knees in towards your chest and extend your legs up towards the ceiling as well as you can. You can always grab a wall, but make sure that there's not compression on your cervical spine, the back of your neck. Keep pressing into your forearms and elbows, and remember, practice makes progress. Even I'm not in a full straight headstand right there, but you know, life is good. And then bringing your toes down when you feel ready, bend through your knees and rest back into child's pose. Extend your arms forward, let your head relax, and just let your neck and shoulders decompress. Come back up to seated, and then extending your legs out long. Cross your left leg over your right. Reach your right arm up and wrap it around your left leg. Bring your left arm behind you and look over your shoulder, releasing the lower back. Breathe into your belly. Have a nice long spine. And then switching sides, bend into your left leg, cross it over, and then wrapping your left elbow around your right knee. Bring your right hand behind you and look over your back shoulder. Just taking the same twist on the other side. Reaching both arms up. Bring your feet together and your knees wide and come down into Baddha Konasana, forward fold. Deep breath in, full breath out. On your next in-breath, find your way up to seated, and then bringing your legs nice and wide, you'll tilt forward from the hip. Wide-legged, forward fold. You might move an inch, you might move a foot. Wherever you are, don't worry about it. Just feeling the sensation in the inner thighs and the lower back. Climbing your way up, getting ready for shoulder stand. If it's not in your practice, go put your legs up the wall. Otherwise, lying down onto your back, we'll bring our toes above our head, bend our elbows, and bring the palms to the lower back. Now bringing the feet up towards the ceiling, keep pulling the shoulder blades together as you try to straighten your body. Make sure that your nose and your chin stay centered. And setting up for a little bit of a challenge. This is from the Vinyasa Krama tradition. So bringing your toes above your head, you're going to try to grab your big toes with your hands. And then letting your body roll down through your spine. Use your abdominals to flip all the way over into Paschimottanasana, forward fold. We want our legs and our ankles side by side and just melting forward from the hips, releasing the back of the hamstrings and the lower back. Let your forehead relax and just breathe. When you feel ready, rolling up and all the way back into Shavasana. If there's anything that you need before Shavasana, whether that's a little spinal twist, a happy baby, a different inversion, you feel free to take it. But when you're ready, finding your way onto your back, palms face up, toes turn out, back of the head and back of the neck are relaxed. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth. One more time. And exhale. And just allowing your body to catch up with the many movements that you took throughout your practice. Let your breath become soft and smooth. Let the muscles start to melt into the surface of your mat. And allow yourself the space to fully surrender. are you guys feeling? Hopefully a little bit balanced. Let me know in the comments below, and if you have a chance, share this with a friend. Thank you so much for practicing with me, and I hope you have such a beautiful day.